I think everybody was probably right about the Wyatt Six. I personally like the Wyatt Six, regardless what other people think. I like it because we need gimmicks like that. We need supernatural gimmicks sometimes. We need goofy gimmicks sometimes, especially if it's done right. But I'm had to say, I think everybody was right about how this was done. Me and my bro, we had a debate about that when it first happened, and I was really on board. I thought it hit all the green lights. I thought it was a go. You feel me? And boom, I come to full tuition now. I come to really map this whole thing out. Now I'm looking around like, wait a minute. Maybe that wasn't a good introduction. I don't think maybe that wasn't a good introduction because now I'm like, oh shit, that really didn't age that well. It really didn't sell that well. And the introduction was they came out. Well, they didn't come out. We seen at the end of the show, everybody in the back was dead, basically. Smoke everywhere, and there's blood all over the place. And the first thing my bro said, he was like, bro, that's no, like, we was debating about it, and then TNA came up. And he was like, bro, that's just as worse as Abyss attacking Robin down, leaving Robin down with a big ass puddle of blood like he just killed him. And I literally thinking about it, like, I really defended saying, no, it's not really the same though. And I'm like, it is. And now I'm looking like, bro, it is the same. It's the exact same thing. I told y'all, I admit when I'm wrong. I don't mind that. I literally don't. Criticism don't hurt me. It makes me better. A debate don't hurt. It only gains more knowledge. You learn from somebody when you're debating. And I looked at that like, damn, he's absolutely right. Why would they come in? Everybody's blood all over the wall. And y'all not a bunch of wild banshees that's against the whole company? You just attacked the whole company, correct? That was already a problem. Now, Chad Gable was the main one that stood out. So that's how we knew Chad Gable was going to be the feud. But the way they really should have did this to make this Wyatt Six work was make them rabid Wolverine crazy. Meaning, what they really should have did, we should have had an automatic cut to the back where everybody's normalized, just like everybody just normalized doing their thing, and then the Wyatt Six run in and attack everybody. That's what should have happened, and it should have been like played on like the security cameras, like it's playing all over the place, and you see the Wyatts just beating the shit out of people, throwing them over shit. No wrestling moves, no like choke slams in case you choke slam them on shit or against walls. You know what I'm saying? But like by the way, that damn hammer is ridiculous. If you ain't gonna hit nobody with it, what the fuck you bring it out there for? Bray Wyatt's lamp, the little lamp thing, that made sense. So he could see his way to the ring. And it was just cool looking, first of all. The hammer hit a motherfucker with it. Hit a nigga in the head with that bitch. But anyway, that's what really should have happened. The Wyatt Six should have came out there from the back, and you should have had people running from the back into the crowd and like scared for their life, screaming. You should have had Adam Pearce, oh my God, oh my God. Like, you should have made this shit look like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and you should have, the Wyatt Six, you see all of them just running around chasing people. And bro, it should have been like, what the fuck? It should have been the Nexus when they first attacked. When the Nexus first attacked, that's slept on, but it's literally like the best attack from a group I ever seen. Literally, personally. The Shield is like right next to them because the Shield, it was only 3 of them, but it felt like it was 20 of them. That's how good the Shield was. Their attacks was really great too, and they was really good at looking like they beating the fuck out of you. But that, like, the Nexus, when they first attacked John Cena, ripped up the ring, choked Justin Roberts, fucked up everything. It looked like Brock Lesnar was out there for 20 minutes going on a rant. He's another one that does the best single attacks in history. It ain't even close. I'd be scared for people when Brock Lesnar just snaps. That's what the Wyatt Six should have done. They should have snapped. And then you could have Uncle Hottie come out there Then he could have got on his knees and did his Bray Wyatt thing. And the show could have came off like that with all this pandemonium going on. And it could have been like a security footage because you could have even had the cameraman get knocked down. And that could have been the story from the whole jump. The whole universe is scared of them. Everybody's like, oh man, I don't know. Like everybody's on alert. Even people that didn't attack. Let's say Chad Gable was the first victim. Chad Gable don't even show up to work next week. Like, oh no, I'm not coming. You could have had him come to be at home. Like, no, you think I'm coming there and they chase me out the building? But anyway, bro, it just could have been booked a little bit better. The introduction could have been a little bit better. I do enjoy gimmick like characters, but it's a certain level you can't cross. And with the mad blood all over the wall, it was just like, bro, like, why was the blood on the wall? If you just had everybody just laid out and Chad Gable was the only one bleeding, then it would have been like, oh, okay, all right, that's cool. If he was the only one, but you had blood on the wall. I didn't mind the rest of the scenery, but the blood on the wall was just ridiculous. And to prove it was ridiculous, unfortunately, it's sad, but the Wyatt Sicks was not good enough to feature on SummerSlam. Obviously. Uncle Howdy is not good enough to fit on a pay-per-view. Bash in Berlin is in a couple weeks. We're not getting Uncle Howdy, Chad Gable, and Bash in Berlin. We're getting that next week. So, Vince Russo, I was watching his shit and a couple other people's shit, but he's the one that stuck out the most, where he was just saying, like, they didn't get this over with Bray Wyatt. And me and bro was talking about that too. He was like, bro, this is not Bray Wyatt. You know, I'm thinking like, bro, this Bo Dallas though, like Bo Dallas never really had a chance to shine. I think the Bo Leave character, personally, I think that shit was fire to me. I thought that shit was dope. I don't know what really happened to it. I thought that shit was dope. I think his in-ring could have been a little better. I think that was the only problem to me. But I think the Bo Leave stuff was dope. Like, he was just over the top. So I thought, like, okay, Bo Dallas is a guy I definitely believe has the talent that's never been tapped into to do this. That's why I believed in Bo Dallas. So now we're here, and I'm just looking around like, I have to admit, I personally like it, but it did not live up to the high expectations. Vince Russo said another thing that really caught my mind. It's like, he said Freddy, Jason, and Michael Myers in the middle of the movie takes off their masks and start doing power drivers and shit. I agree. What is that hammer for if you're not going to use it? If you people are insane and psychopathic, it should be brawling until there's a wrestling match. And really, it should have been more of an introduction of a street fight all over the arena. That type of group should be more of a hardcore stage fight type of thing. And if you are fighting them, there's always some type of specialty to it, you know? Because Bray Wyatt always did that. Bray Wyatt had the feed where the red lights. I didn't like that much, but if put it like this, if the feed was in the Ruthless Aggression era with that, it would have worked. It would have worked. Oh my God, the feed would have worked because he could have made people bleed. That's why. He could be more violent. In this PG era, there's only so much you could do with supernatural characters. It's just the truth. Undertaker would not work in today's time. It's no way Undertaker would work because we have the internet, and it's a way you got to do this. It's a way you got to introduce supernatural-like characters. It's a way you got, you know what I'm saying? It's a way you got to do it. But Wyatt Sicks, man, I want them to be successful. I literally do so bad. I want them to be successful. I want them to do all these great things, but I had to admit that the introduction of the Wyatt Sicks kind of put them in a bad spot. You can hear 2K24 in the back. I'm about to play the game. What do y'all think of this? Like, share, subscribe, comment, dislike, all the other good shit. Is there anything I really missed? Because I can't really think of anything that probably. Other than that, I just had to admit people was right about the Wyatt Sicks. Regardless, I still enjoy the Wyatt Sicks. I like them personally. I still feel like we need characters like them to kind of balance out the wacky world of professional wrestling. This is the type of wrestling I grew up on. Undertakers and Canes and shit like that. Mick Foley's. So, what do y'all think, bro? We out.